All right, I am live, and RFK Jr. has endorsed Donald Trump. I'm going to play a little bit of a musical tune, and when it's ready to play, I'm going to play a little bit of a musical tune and then give my 2 cents in.
Living in my bubble, reality's too close. Caught up in the trouble.
I'll play a different song here.
Can't see past my nose. Living in my bubble, reality's too close. Caught up in the trouble. Eyes wide, but shut tight. Lost in my own view. Day blends into night, blind to what is true. I'm captured, can't you see? World spins without me. Blind and deaf soul, lost in this hole. Echo chamber loud, noise that fills my mind. Voices like a shroud, truth gets left behind. I'm captured, can't you see? World spins without me. Blind and deaf soul, lost in this hole. Echo chamber loud, noise that fills my mind. Voices like a shroud, truth gets left behind. I'm captured, can't you see? World spins without me. Blind and deaf soul, lost in this hole. Need to see beyond. Reach out past my screen. New worlds out there spawned. Dreams have never been. Need to see beyond. Reach out past my screen. New worlds out there spawned. Dreams have never been.
Well, all right, folks. I am here, and I'm going to make it a brief show. I don't want to make it too long because I do have to get to work today, so I don't want to be too long. And again, it remains. It is. I don't know. I don't know how much of an impact this is going to be on the election. To say that it will have no impact is untrue and be favorable to Trump. I'm giving Angela Political Woodstock a link if she wants to discuss it. But it will. I mean, I certainly think. Well, Political Woodstock thinks it's going to have a big impact on the election, and I'm not really sure at the moment. Only time will see how big of an impact there is. And Political Woodstock is very upset. Political Woodstock is a little bit of a mover and shaker. I won't be home tonight, so I can't give you. But Political Woodstock is a mover and shaker, a little bit of a mover and shaker, and she's very upset. And again, how large or how big this whole thing will be. And he positioned himself as an independent candidate for the 2024 presidential election, often criticizing both major parties, but particularly focusing on what he sees as the failure of the Democratic establishment. His campaign touches on the themes like skepticism, skepticism, environmental issues, and opposition to what he describes as corporate control over government, which might not align neatly into traditional left or right divides. I disagree with him. I think that that the establishment has been culturally captured by the left. The culturally captured left, the term might refer to the idea that the left progressive movements have captured by a cultural issue or identity politics. They don't necessarily want to debate, and they do not accept criticism very well. They're and they lie by omission. They downplay the fanatics on the far left and how bad they were, particularly in 2020. They said that Antifa didn't exist, and even Angela had a problem with that. And RFK is going to take Trump votes. Well, I won't be, tomorrow I got a full schedule, but maybe we'll talk about it on Sunday, what you believe. And again, RFK was going to take Trump votes. But again, I would say how significant this issue is, because I think people who don't like Trump already want, they don't want to lose that vote anyway. And there are a lot of perhaps moderates who said, you know what, I'll vote for because I don't like either one. But and I think the one thing that RFK does is he emphasizes the really low level dishonorable behavior of our leftist establishment. And legacy media seems to be in lockstep with with this cultural capture. Evolution of media ethics regarding objectivity. Historically, journalists were far more objective, even 30 to 40 years ago. It was the cornerstone of media ethics, aiming to provide balanced view of events without overt bias. And now, since Trump has been elected, the bias is out of control. And the behavior of our journalists is, in my opinion, out of control. And my opinion is, to a degree, that the shift, we need a shift away from these people, and they're not going to accept your criticism. So the best thing to do is really strive to boycott anything that they're involved in as best you can. And there's economic pressure. A lot of these nonprofits are very leftist, and they put pressure on companies since the advent of the internet and social media. These nonprofit, so-called civil rights and anti-hate groups have been very very aggressive, and they've gotten into our corporate culture, and that's where we really need to go as far as basically resisting this type of culture. And I want to say that I believe it's also the age group that these people are in. It kind of started with the baby boom generation. They weren't as poor as, there's a generation that came before them, and they didn't have to struggle. So there's a lack of understanding with regards to these types. So that is, oh wait, yeah. So she's upset, and Political Woodstock is upset. So she's going to call into the show after then, because I think she might believe that it is big enough, that this is big enough to sway the election. And I do have a problem with the belief that Biden got 81 million votes. The thought that there were no shenanigans are underhanded behavior just doesn't sit right with me. Mind you, I haven't examined the whole thing. And again, the left gets away with things the right could never get away with. And I'll end on this. This is my belief for my Walk Against the Woke campaign and my March Against the Midwits. Hypocrisy is abuse. Oops. Hypocrisy is abuse, and abusers are hypocrites. I'll end on this song. This is from the Oxbow incident. I really like it. I played it more than once, but I really think this is a good song. I recommend seeing the movie The Oxbow Incident. It's about a lynching, and I think that we've had a lot of political lynchings. The left has politically lynched its opponents, taking away their economic rights, and oftentimes even driving them to delete themselves. They become very vicious and very cruel people, and the best thing that you can do is to separate from them. I'm not here to say, like before, you thought you could have a conversation. Not really. You can't have a conversation with these types of fanatics. The best thing you can do is really do your best to separate from them. Strategic boycotts, and at the end, even blacklists can happen because they've done it to you. You kind of need to give them a taste of their own medicine. Anyway, this has been Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below.
Free men in the night, innocent souls lost in fright. No justice in the air, just anger in the snare. Ropes and cries unseen, underneath the moon's pale blue gleam. Desperation fills the town, in shadows they went down. Swinging in the wind, ghosts of where they've been. 3 lives in sorrow spent in the Oxbow incident. Whispers in the trees, no solace, no peace. Echoes of the past, injustice that won't last. Time won't heal the pain, it leaves an eerie stain. Memories of regret, innocence we won't forget. Swinging in the wind, ghosts of where they've been. 3 lives in sorrow spent in the Oxbow incident. Time won't heal the pain, it leaves an eerie stain. Memories of regret, innocence we won't forget. Swinging in the wind, ghosts of where they've been. 3 lives in sorrow spent in the Oxbow incident. In the Oxbow incident.
All right, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you for listening.